Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Damas Bintang Pradana. I am from class 12 base F2 and my absence number is 12. On this occasion, I will tell you a Greek mythology, namely the myth of Hades and Persephone. Every year, before the ancient Greeks sowed their seed of grain, they celebrated Demeter, the goddess of agriculture. On earth, every morsel of food was something very precious, while in the land of the dead it ensured a permanent stay. Demeter tended to earth's fields with her beloved daughter Persephone, who inherited her mother's passions and grew into a bright young woman. But all the while, a shadowy figure watched from below. One day, Persephone was frolicking in a meadow with a freshwater named Cyane. As they admired a blooming narcissus flower, they noticed it trembling in the ground. Suddenly, the earth split open, and a terrifying figure emerged. It was Hades, the god of the dead and the underworld. He wrenched Persephone from Cyane's grasp and dragged her into his inky chariot and blasted back through the earth. Cyane wept so hard that she dissolved, becoming one with the waters of a river. By that time, Demeter arrived at the scene of the abduction, but Persephone and Cyane had vanished. Demeter sped to Mount Olympus for help. Many of the gods had witnessed the scene. They knew the reason that made it happen. Zeus, Persephone's father, had granted Hades her hand in marriage without either Persephone's or Demeter's consent. But when fished for Demeter's pleas, the other gods remained silent. So Demeter searched for Cyane for Persephone alone. On her grief and desperation, Demeter neglected her usual tasks. Crops withered, and a great famine plagued the earth. As mortals began to perish, the gods grew worried. Who worshipped them and offered tributes if humans disappeared? So Zeus ordered Demeter to abandon her search and return to her duties, but she refused. Deep below, across the frigid river Styx and through the dark halls of the underworld, Persephone waged her own protest. Hades expected her to serve as his wife and queen, but Persephone rebuffed the god's advances and refused to it. She longed for her mother's company, her friends' laughter, and the sun's warmth. As time passed, Persephone grew colder and lonelier, and she was starving. Meanwhile, Demeter continued her hunt. she appeared to the all-seeing sun god Helios. Indeed, when Helios threw his golden chariot across the sky on that fateful day, he had seen what had happened. He knew of the deal. Out of respect and sympathy for Demeter, Helios told her of Hades' demands, Zeus' betrayal, and Persephone's abduction. Furious and heartbroken, Demeter sped to Mount Olympus and confronted Zeus, demanding their daughter's return. But Zeus declined it. At the same time, Persephone had eaten a few seeds of the pomegranate that grew in the underworld. Though a meager amount, it was enough to bind her to Hades forever. Demeter refused to accept such a fate. She swore that if she was not reunited with Persephone, the field of earth would never be fertile again, and the boundary between the living and the dead would soon dissolve. To prevent disaster, Zeus, Hades, and Demeter struck a pact. For 6 months of every year, Persephone would return to the earth, but for the remaining 6 months, she would reside in the underworld. When Persephone ascended to the earth, she and her mother rejoiced. Together, they tended crops on the earth field. For mortals, Persephone's arrival heralded the start of spring. But her departure always came too soon, marking the end of summer. Each time Persephone returned to Hades, Demeter mourned. The leaves on the branches began to fall, signaling the arrival of autumn. Then came winter, a season when earth grew cold, dark, and unyielding. Knowing Demeter could be roused from her grief, more humans stored crops, stoked their fires, and awaited Persephone's safe return. And so, her journey between two different worlds came to symbolize the gradual turning of the seasons and the bittersweet compromise between life and death. That's all for me. Thank you, and see you the next occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.